Calling Coruscant Spaceport Authority. Request permission to depart.
You are clear for departure. Have a pleasant flight.
Hey, my #1 sister-in-arms. Good to see you again, Lieutenant. Hope you're ready to crack some skulls because you've really got your work cut out for you on this one.
Tough missions are what I do best.
Oh, I've heard. You're starting to build up quite a rep. I'm getting a little jealous here. Let's start with the accommodations. Port Raga is privately owned and officially neutral, but Wraith and her pals have taken over behind the scenes. My boys and I managed to tweak the sensors and keep your landing inconspicuous. But as soon as you step out of this hangar, it's party time.
How many am I up against?
We couldn't get a solid count without giving ourselves away. Somewhere between a lot and a whole lot. All Imperial. Wraith has Crestul locked up in a hangar at the other end of the station. There's heavy security plus a big bonus. Explosives. Not enough bang to trash the station, of course. But plenty to ruin your day if you're in that hangar when they blow. Play it careful in there.
Thanks for the heads up, Sergeant.
You got it. I'd say it's time to get out there and get our senator back. What do you say?
Now you'll see how Havoc Squad gets things done.
I'm looking forward to it. See you on the other side, Lieutenant. Good luck.
Here.
Who the... Oh, you. I should have known Garza would try to keep all of this inside her twisted little family. Well, don't just stand there. You know how to defuse bombs, don't you? Ray said they'll explode if I leave the room. She has a remote detonator, too, so be quick.
Can you tell me what she's planning?
That traitor was going to force me to go on record, saying the Senate officially abandoned Havoc Squad on Endo Prime.
Do you have any idea what the recording was for?
Is it not obvious? Do you realize what will happen if this situation goes public? The Senate would be a firestorm. All of our judgments publicly called into question. And General Garza and Spec Force Division would be the first to burn.
This is the Senate's fault, not Spec Force's.
The Senate has done its duty. Garza's recklessness would reignite a war that the Republic cannot win. I'll admit, I'd like to see the look on that traitor's face when all of her bombs suddenly shut down. To watch that coward scurry away into the shadows when she realizes that her plans have failed would be priceless.
Rescuing you will reveal my presence to Wraith?
Surely Wraith's remote will tell her if the bombs are no longer working. Then she'll flee like the coward she is.
These bombs need to stay active until I kill Wraith.
Fool! She will detonate these bombs the moment she sees you. I'll be killed!
Wraith has to be stopped. no matter the cost.
What? Are you insane? I'm a senator of the Galactic Republic. If you fail to save my life, you'll be tried for treason. You'll be executed. Get me out of here, you worthless fool! Get me out of here!
Up and at him.
You.
Lovely to see you again, Wraith.
Mission failed, Lieutenant.
Senator wasn't my objective, Wraith. You are.
Good. Last words?
It doesn't have to be this way, Wraith. Come home.
Goodbye. Lieutenant, we heard the explosion. What happened? Is Senator Crassel all right?
Unfortunately, Wraith killed the Senator before I could stop her.
Ouch. Hey, I'm sure there's nothing you could have done, Lieutenant. Did you have any luck taking down Wraith? Come on, tell me we got something out of all this.
Wraith got the traitor's death she deserved.
That's something. Galaxy's bound to be a safer place without her in it. Look, we'll take care of the cleanup here. Garza will want your report ASAP.
Sure you don't want me to stick around and help?
No. Get back to saving the Republic, Lieutenant Hero. We'll take care of this. Come on, boys. Let's see what bits of the late Senator we can find. See you around, Lieutenant. Take care of yourself out there.
Lieutenant, I'm glad you called. I'm not sure what to make of Sergeant Jaxo's report. Taking down Wraith was an important objective, and I'm glad you did so. But how could you fail to save Senator Crossoul beforehand?
I ran into Wraith before I found the Senator. That's it.
I see. That's some very bad luck indeed, Lieutenant. I won't claim to miss Senator Crossoul's involvement in our affairs, but his death will not be easy to explain away.
Why not tell the truth, General?
The Empire will eventually strike at us in force, probably sooner than later. Spec Force needs to be operating at its fullest. A large-scale Senate investigation would distract us, waste resources, cost lives.
It's important to hide the truth because the truth will get you fired. Isn't that right?
It might, and it might not. But any time I spend fighting for my position is time I could spend fighting the enemy. But this is a theoretical discussion. I still have my job, which means that you will still obey my orders. Now, our technicians have decoded the first 2 sets of data from the Coruscant relay. Your first 2 targets are Taris and Nar Shaddaa.
Can you tell me anything beyond the destinations?
Not at this time, I'm afraid. I'll try to collect more intelligence and give you a fuller briefing when you arrive at each location. Good luck, Garza out. Come in, Lieutenant. This is General Garza. Do you copy?
I can spare some time for you.
I understand you've just landed on Taris. I've already contacted our local regimental commander, Colonel Gaff, to secure his support. Colonel Gaff doesn't know the specifics of your mission, only that he should assist you in every way possible. I'd like to keep it that way.
Do we know which of the Havoc traitors is hiding here?
I'm afraid not. You'll have to depend on local intelligence gathering to determine your target's identity and location. Taris is a dangerous and untamed wasteland. A Sith attack several centuries ago leveled every standing structure and virtually eradicated the local population. Where cities once rivaled Coruscant, only swamps and ruins remain. Reclaiming and rebuilding the planet has become an important symbolic goal for the Senate.
Can you give me any more intel on the area?
I see vague mention of infectious parasites. Apparently, Colonel Gaff works hard to withhold negative information about the reconstruction. That's all I have for you, Lieutenant. Report in when your operation is complete.
I'm ready to see this dangerous, untamed wasteland for myself.
Welcome to Taris. I'm Governor Suresh. On behalf of the Galactic Republic, I want to thank you for joining us in this historic project. For your safety, please do not travel beyond the military-secured safe zone outside the settlement. This world and our work here will shine as a beacon of hope to all of the Republic. But first, we have many obstacles to overcome. Together, we stand taller than any obstacle. Let's get to work. Together.
Hold a moment, please. Strom.
Scanning. Confirmed. It's her, all right.
Good to meet you, Lieutenant. We've got some security concerns with the reconstruction project, and Governor Suresh hopes you and your team can help.
Is Governor Suresh the official in charge here?
Yep. Duly appointed senatorial supervisory governor for planetary affairs. If you're feeling long-winded.
Taris is substantially more hazardous than initial reports had suggested. The specifics aren't common knowledge off-world, but
We're trying to rebuild a planet covered with toxic junk and diseased carnivorous monsters. And it ain't working.
Governor Suresh has plans to alleviate some of these issues, but they require highly skilled individuals to carry out. Individuals like you.
I'm sure you and the governor can find someone else.
Blast it.
Hold a moment, please. Strom.
Scanning.
Good to meet you.
My team already has...
Sure. You wouldn't be here otherwise. But this is a serious situation.
Taris is substantially more hazardous than initial reports had suggested. The specifics aren't common knowledge off-world, but
We're trying to rebuild a planet covered with toxic junk and diseased carnivorous monsters. And it ain't working.
Governor Suresh has plans to alleviate some of these issues, but they require highly skilled individuals to carry out. Individuals like you.
I'll be glad to pitch in.
Terrific. The governor will want to go over the plans with you in detail. I'll let her know to expect you right away.
Your help will make a big difference to the people here. Thanks.
Good luck.
This place used to rival Coruscant? Blasted Sith must have laid down some serious ordnance.
We've been waiting weeks, and those things are still swarming our property while you sorry excuses for defenders of the Republic sun yourself on the base.
This is a military operation, sir. This planet hasn't been cleared for civilian occupancy.
My brother didn't mean to be insulting, but for 3 centuries, our family has dreamt of reclaiming our place on Taris, and now to be stopped by those things.
Taris is a dangerous place. What are you doing here?
Our ancestors escaped Taris before the bombardment. They kept everything, deeds, papers, we've even got hollow images of the estate. They always intended us to return.
We can't go chasing civilian claims, justified or not. We've barely got the men to hold the base.
The Republic validated our records, but some outlaws set up a camp there. They've got security droids all around the perimeter.
You need something dangerous cleared out first?
It's not raccoons or anything. There's someone living there. Sentience.
They've got security droids all around the perimeter. It's a war zone. We almost got killed entering our own property.
The Republic will respond to all such claims of hostile, non-indigenous life forms based on strategic value.
Where does their property stand in the expansion plans?
Personal land, sir. It'll be explored once all the public space is secured.
That's what they keep saying, that we can only claim it if we fight those awful droids ourselves. But how? Unless, could you help us?
What's on the table exactly?
Our family was fortunate to escape the bombardment with their fortune intact. Help us reclaim what's ours and you will be well rewarded.
Of course we'll pay. But no droids. No whatever's living there. Clear them out. I don't care how.
Hey, did the Republic send you? Can we get out of this stinking refugee camp and go home?
I'm not part of the local units. What's this about your homes?
Haven't heard? Scavenger crews attacked us. The local troops are fighting them, but they forced us to evacuate. While one side's looting, the other's bombing. And we get to sit in a tent and hope.
It's better to move you here than leave you on a battlefield.
They didn't have to drag us out in the middle of the night like they did. They could have let us grab a few things. My mom's in shock, barely leaves our tent. The whole camp's just waiting to go back to the settlement, but the scavengers are still there, probably looting left and right.
I could check out your home, see if it's still standing.
Hey, did you say you're going to her house?
Someone's going to the settlement? Get me my land speeder.
My farming droids are still out there. Oh, and my sonic washer. Hey, Vada, get out here. Someone's making a trip.
All of you, back off. We do this one at a time, or nobody gets anything. This could take a while. Are you still in?
A favor is one thing. If I'm ransacking a war zone, I'll need to be paid.
That's fair. But you get payment after, not before. Get to our houses and bring back... Well, Laisha, you start.
I want my digging tools. I don't know how long we'll be here, and if we're going to build or grow anything, we'll need them.
All I hear all day is dumb boys fighting because there's nothing to do. I've got a box with 10 custom Pazak decks. Bring those.
I got a micro generator in my toolbox. Bring the toolbox and we can plug in everything electric.
I've spent years working on a novel in my spare time. It's on data file. I'm sure it won't have been stolen.
And what I need is our Nadu seeds. Just a few packets would go a long way. It'd mean everything to my mother. Please, hurry.
I'm sure it would work if we had the manpower, but we don't. The numbers just aren't on our side.
Success isn't in the numbers, Chief. We don't need more people. We need the right people.
Excuse me, but I was told to meet with Governor Suresh.
Bardo and Strom found you after all. Good. Thank you for coming in. I'm Governor Suresh. Our goal on Taris is straightforward. Rebuild everything the Sith destroyed, and remind the galaxy that the Republic never gives up. But resources are tight, and we have some serious challenges. Toxic chemical spills, scavenging pirates, and the wildlife.
Rat ghouls. One bad bite can turn you into a vicious monster just like them. There's thousands out there, maybe even millions.
Just tell me how to take these things down and I'll get started.
Killing them isn't the issue. Not exactly. The rat ghouls use tunnels buried in the ruins to attack by surprise and overwhelm our soldiers. Every work crew we send out is decimated. We came here to achieve the greatest reconstruction project in Republic history. Instead, the workers hide in this outpost like frightened children. No more.
I came to work, not listen to speeches. What's the plan?
We need to level the field so our security forces can do their job. Chief Trigg has put together a plan.
A suicidal plan.
A bold plan to collapse the tunnels the rat ghouls are using to ambush our people. I know you're up for the task.
Old ventilation shafts still connect a few hubs in the tunnel network to the surface. You drop explosives in enough of them, and the whole thing collapses.
I assume you and your associates won't back off until this is dealt with.
You aren't a prisoner here. I'd prefer that you do this because you see why our work here is important. You have a reputation for overcoming impossible odds. Live up to that reputation. Help us transform Taris into the future of the Republic.
Well, well. General Garza graces us with her finest. At ease. I'm Colonel Gaff. These are my senior officers. Your CO sent orders to do whatever is necessary to support your mission. Of course, she didn't see fit to tell me what that mission is. You care to enlighten me?
I can't discuss the details.
Typical. Forget the reconstruction of Taris. I gotta shift everything around and help with some top-secret mission nonsense. Whatever Garza has you looking for, you won't find it on Taris. Nothing unusual has happened since I took command.
Patrol teams 3, 5, and 8. All lost, or without explanation.
Sergeant Dorn, I don't recall giving you permission to speak.
I wasn't speaking to you. I was speaking to the Lieutenant, per General Garza's instructions. Are you ordering me to violate Code 73B and ignore the General's directive, Colonel?
Always got a regulation to quote, don't you, Sergeant Dorn?
I don't like it when people hide things from me.
Who do you think you are, Lieutenant? That Havoc badge does not mean you can just ignore the chain of command. Taris is dangerous. Casualties are common on patrol teams. It's unfortunate, but not unusual, no matter what Sergeant Dorn says. Now, if you'll excuse me, I got a planet to run. Carry on with your secret mission. Just don't muck up anything important.
Apologies for the Colonel, Lieutenant. Not all men are meant to lead.
Colonel Gaff is disobeying a direct order.
I can assure you it's not the first time he's done so. I'm Ilara Dawn, sir. Sergeant, First Class, Commander of Search and Rescue Squad 204. We have 3 full squads, all MIA on patrols. The situation is critical.
Do you have any idea what happened to these men?
I'm afraid not, Lieutenant. Casualties are common on swamp patrols. Rakghoul attacks account for the majority, approximately 87%. However, SAR sweeps discovered no evidence of Rakghoul activity in these instances. Someone else attacked those teams. If you're looking for unusual activity, then this is it, sir.
I appreciate your help, Sergeant.
I included the last known coordinates for the MIA patrols in my official incident report, Lieutenant. I'll load it into your datapad for your review. Taris falls under Unexplored, Unsecured Territory Protocols. All armor cams transmit to SAR Command. I'll contact you with developments.
Sounds like a plan, Sergeant.
Good luck, Lieutenant.
That was interesting. I've had drill instructors more relaxed than that woman. Not to mention that accent.
His little Jorgen finally met his dream girl?
Don't be ridiculous. Lieutenant, I'm sorry I said anything. Guess it's off to work then. I'll watch our backs.
Take a look. Everything you see is for sale. Come back anytime.
On your feet.
You don't look like a pirate. You're not a pirate, are you? Please tell me you're not a pirate.
Don't mind him, soldier. Pirates attacked our settlement and fed his family to the Rakghouls. None of us have been the same, really. Perhaps you can help us?
Nobody should go through what this man has. Tell me what I can do.
First pirate that crosses my path, bang! Feed him to the Rakghouls. See how he likes it.
Look, maybe he's not all there, but all of us know how he feels. We built a settlement out here. We defended it from Rakghouls. We started families. And those pirates attacked and took everything. It's hard not to want revenge. But mostly we just need to move on. Start a new settlement on a different part of the planet, maybe.
Anything I can do for you?
We had equipment at our camp that made Taris livable. Protected us from the Rakghouls. If we can get that equipment back, we can start over. Maybe start to forget and heal. Can you help?
I guess I could take a look.
Down.
Those are power converters, Lieutenant. Old ones. Any theories on how they got to that location?
The people who attacked our patrols may have dropped them.
Possible. None of the other patrols logged similar discoveries. Power converters come from ignition systems, engine parts. Takes work to remove them. Someone dropped these converters.
Either the patrol or their attackers. We need more information to determine which.
Guess I'd better find more information.
I'll remain in contact, Lieutenant. Dawn out.
Up and at 'em.
Gotcha.
Hold. We have no more with which to defend ourselves. You have left us helpless before the Rakghouls and everything that haunts this planet. My people are refugees, survivors of the battle on Coruscant. Would you turn us out of yet another home?
The owners have been waiting for centuries to return here.
So many men are here to reclaim this planet who know nothing of its past. Ancient Taris was a blight on the Republic. The black mark on its reputation for freedom.
You need somewhere to settle? I'm sure there's unclaimed land.
This is my land. My ancestors owned it for generations before the humans on Taris exiled them and all other species below ground. I have their documents. So old they were kept in printed form. Read them yourself if you doubt me.
The Republic must have had reasons for supporting such measures.
What reason can deprive millions of their homes and drive them underground? If you have any sympathy for our cause, perhaps there is something you can do? We are alone and at the Republic's mercy.
I would not wish to see you turned away from your home.
I thank you for softening your heart to my story. I will tell my people to begin repairs on our droids.
neutralized.
More power converters. According to the logs, this patrol followed an entirely different route. Either both patrols recovered the same engine parts from separate locations, or the converters were dropped in both areas by one group. The attackers.
I think we're on the right track, Sergeant.
A specialist MO7 science officer could examine the converters to determine their source. We have such an officer on staff. I will notify him while you search the last coordinates.
Sounds like a plan, Sergeant.
Very well, Lieutenant. I'll proceed to Science Division at once. Good luck, Lieutenant.
On your feet.
Lieutenant, status report. Are you injured?
Everything is fully operational.
Good. There's much to do. Your attackers were scavengers. Threat assessment reports classify them as a non-combatant group. That classification is clearly inaccurate. I'll notify command.
I need to know where these scavengers come from, their numbers, and armaments.
Unknown, sir. Local intelligence felt they weren't worthy of investigation. Armed hostility against Republic personnel clearly justifies an immediate armed response, Lieutenant. It's your call.
Do we have any leads on the Scavengers HQ?
Orbital scan has just managed to pinpoint the location of the Scavengers compound. I'll scramble up my team and prep them immediately. We'll effect entry to the compound once you've created an opening.
I'll see you on the other side, Sergeant.
Good luck, Lieutenant. Sergeant Dawn out.
Excellent job. We could smell the smoking metal corpses from here.
I told him that's not really possible.
So who are the crooks who set themselves up on our property? Did you drive them off?
Look at these papers. The aliens there have as good a claim as yours.
The alien resettlement was a valid executive order approved by the Republic. This is our land!
There are alien survivors who kept their claim? I'd have thought they would never come back here. I studied the history. It wasn't right.
It was justified. You can't make us leave because of that.
It'll take more than 2 people to turn this place civilized.
I agree, Relis. This isn't our ancestors' estate. This is a frontier. We'll need to grow food, sew clothes, defend ourselves. Wouldn't it be better to ally with these aliens?
Sew clothes? Maybe we should just hear them out. See what they're looking for.
We won't turn them away. I know what it's like to want a home.
Hey, good job. Both on the droids and getting to the bottom of that mess. Taris politics. Huh. Who cares about this dump anyway? Brass called me when you left. Wanted to see if your work's as good as your rep.
I'm a soldier. I'll get the job done.
Captain Childress is gonna love that attitude. He's got something for you to do, and he said to pass the word. If you're interested, go look him up. His office is at HQ, other side of the base. Tell him you're the one who ran off the Brat Brigade.
Up and at 'em.
Aisha! Vetus! Everybody, she's back!
Is everything okay? What did the scavengers take?
Okay, calm down, people. Let's deal with the possessions first, so those who want to can leave.
Hopefully this will help you start over.
We can only hope. Now, what do we have?
This is fabulous. Not a page lost.
Yeah, I can't wait to turn this on.
I have to show these to my mother. She's been so worried. I'll be right back.
I think what she meant to say was thank you, but she's a little giddy. Don't worry. None of us will forget your generosity.
Oh, thank goodness you've got our equipment. I've got word of another group of settlers not far from here. We'll probably set up camp together.
You might want to set up in a safer place this time.
We'll take your advice to heart.
I smell blood. Pirate blood. Stinky, gooey pirate blood.
The pirates are all dead, Ivan. Now we can leave. We can build a new settlement. Let's go.
got?
I don't care what your plan is. We're not sticking around to get eaten alive. Me and my crew are leaving, period.
If you want to abandon the work you agreed to do for the Republic, I can't stop you. But you aren't leaving. A 6-month quarantine requirement has been put into effect. Anyone trying to leave without prior authorization is subject. You can sit in a medical bay and go broke, or you can help us accomplish something unprecedented. It's your choice.
You shouldn't be so harsh, Governor. These men aren't fighters.
We are what we choose to be. I know you're going to make the right decision here, Hull. Come back when you do. Unfortunately, not everyone flourishes in the face of adversity. Scouting parties are already reporting lower rat ghoul populations. Most of our work crews are gearing up. We're finally gonna get this project moving.
There are still a lot of rat ghouls and wreckage out there.
Obstacles exist to be overcome. My ancestors called Taris home once. Thanks to you, millions of people might call it home again someday. Stay safe. And stay in touch.
Greetings. You are cleared for the following travel routes. Be safe out there